What's up guys, this is Eric from B-Side. Today we're going to be installing another Encore Alpha power amplifier to this 2023 Toyota Tacoma without factory JBL system. But this car is a little special. It does have upgraded speakers. It got the one from Trail Grid Pro. They have the kicker upgrade on it. It's a drop-in, plug-and-play, and it does enhance the audio quality a little bit, but it's still lacking in a little bit of punch and some power. So we're going to resolve that today by installing our plug-and-play Encore Alpha power amplifier, and we'll show you the results before and after utilizing some visualization. Our microphone, it might not catch all the small details of the change because the microphone and the speakers that you're listening to is gonna vary a bit, but we'll try our best to show you the difference it makes before and after the amplifier on this 2020 to 2023 Toyota Tacoma with the upgraded speakers. In addition to that, we want to show you the new harness that we also introduced just recently. It's the BH10, and that harness allows you to add more line out without splicing into your factory cable. It's a plug and play harness to the factory speaker wires. Very easy. It also comes with matching bullet connectors, so you don't have to cut the harness that comes with it. You just need to crimp it to the new line out harness and make it easy to expand your audio system. All right, so let's stop talking. Let's get inside the car and let's show you how everything's installed. All right, guys, now that we're in the vehicle, let's go ahead and remove the radio. So let me show you how to do that. So basically, this panel here, you could just remove it by just pulling on it. Just grab a hold of here and just gently pull. You'll feel it pop out. It's just only being held by a clip. You can use an assistance of a panel removal tool if you like. Put it down here and pry it out. Otherwise, you could grab onto this little ledge here and just pull it towards you. And let's go ahead and set this aside in a safe location. And that will expose these 4 10mm bolts. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, and let's go ahead and remove these. All right, so now that those 4 10mm bolts are out, just need to pull it out. Before we do so, grab a thick towel or some sweater, old rag, like so. I'm gonna cover up this area just to protect the interior of the car. And just take note of the 4 locations where the brackets are. These brackets are sharp. You don't wanna touch any of the interior parts with this. So lay your radio like this, and then let me point out to the connectors I'm gonna be disconnecting, which is gonna be this one, and this one. And if you like, you can remove these 2 connectors so that it's easier to remove this connector. But if you do so, just remember to put these back. If you don't, you're gonna lose some functionality on your radio. And on top of that, the same connector that fits here also fits here. So just make sure you're working with these 2 connectors on the side. We had customers who tried to connect it on here, and of course it did not work. It threw some error codes, and you might even get a check engine light if you try to connect it here. So just make sure you're connecting it to this and this right here. All right, so let's go ahead and disconnect these 2. And we're gonna disconnect this. And whenever you're working with these connectors, just always press down on the release tab and pull out on the connector. Don't pull on the cable. All right. Okay. So we're gonna remove these 4 connectors for now, and let me grab my harness. All right, so this is how the wiring harness looks. These are the parts that connects to the car. So the male side here will connect to the radio like this, okay? And then the female side here will connect to the car side. So we got the original connectors that connected to the radio. It's going to connect into these. And we have 1 ground wire here, and we're gonna ground it on the side here. It's gonna look the same on this side. So it's one of these bolts to 8mm. Just loosen one just enough so you could slip this through, and then just tighten it back up. And then we're left with these 2 connectors, and we're going to connect this to our amplifier, like right here and right there. So everything's plug and play. In addition to that, because we are also connecting our BH10 harness, so this customer wants to add a subwoofer later just to make it easy. So we're gonna go ahead and install this as well. So since we're installing this, we're going to connect this first here and then connect our harness to it, okay? So I'll go ahead and show you that now. Okay, so we're going to connect the BH10 first. You do not wanna connect the BH10 after this amplifier's harness, because if you do that, then you're going to pull more power from the amp than you should. Instead, you'll want to connect it directly to the radio like this, okay? So right here, and then you're going to connect like this, okay? And then the other side of our amplifier harness will connect to the car like so. And then we are going to connect this white connector So this is where a lot of customers don't push it in all the way until it clips in, and which could cause all sorts of issues. So make sure you firmly push this in. You have to hear it click like that. And then on the back side here, we have this. This was the factory connector that originally connected here. So we are going to connect like that, okay? And then now we are left with our ground, and we are going to connect our ground to the side right here. All right. All right, so all the car side connection is finished. Yeah, I'll wrap this with some electric tape so it doesn't move around too much. We could zip tie it, and this customer could get back to the radio and connect the line out converter to the speaker wires to easily add more amplifiers or subwoofers to this audio system. Okay, and then lastly, let's connect these connectors to the amplifier. Okay. All right, there we go. Before we put everything back, let's connect these two connectors, and then let's test the sound quality and see what the optimal gain level is for this radio and new speaker combo. So give me a few minutes and let's go ahead and do that right now.
Just in the rave, got this shit from base. Diamonds at the bar. The shotgun shells, we gon' always hit the top.
All right, so this kit is plug and play to the factory radio. Very, very easy to install. But you can also adjust using the front and rear independent gain controls to your preference and to your liking. If you want to send more audio to the back, you definitely can do that. And depending on your volume listening level and so forth, you can make that adjustment here. So a good way to do it is turn up your car volume to like the loudest listening level. And then from there on, you could go ahead and make your adjustments. All right, so now that we tested it and we got the setting that we like, the result's gonna be different with yours. We changed the front to about 3 o'clock, and then the rear, we turned it up all the way. All right, and then let's go ahead and find a good location. I'm gonna go look behind the radio here. I'm gonna go ahead and test fit this before we permanently decide how we're gonna mount this. Okay, it looks like there's a lot of space down here to the bottom left. So what we're probably gonna do is add some foam tape and tuck it down there first. There's a lot of room down there. Yeah, if there is a flat area where we can double side tape it, we'll do that. But for this case, there isn't a flat surface, so we're just going to wrap it up with some foam tape on the edges so it won't rattle or make any noises, and then we're gonna tuck it in right there. Okay, we're gonna be using this foam tape that's included in with the kit. So this amplifier case works as a heat sink, so you don't want to wrap it up too much, but just enough to cover the corners at least. Do you smell in and out?
Yeah, I smell in and out.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
Yeah, smelling it out here. I wonder if someone like rented a party in and out party truck or something. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna go back to that spot we found on the left bottom area. You might have to move the factory cables off to the side a little bit. Okay, depending on how you position it, you want to make sure it doesn't move around and hit anything because you don't want it to rattle. So make sure you position in a way where it refrains from moving around. Okay, it's in there pretty good. Looks like it's not going to move around. This camera is pretty cool, dude. Okay, and I'm going to move some of this excess cable down there next to the amp as well. Okay, and for a customer, he can easily access these for later use. And then we're gonna go ahead and push this radio back in. Just take note of where all the cables are so that you're not pinching anything while you're pushing the radio back in. right, there it is. And now the radio goes in without any resistance. So let's remount the radio with our 10mm bolts, put the factory panel garnish back on, and then that will complete our installation, and we will do the after to give you a comparison before and after. All right, terrific.
I got the top pulled down in my automatic, you know my everyday.
All right guys, so we went ahead and showed you how to install our plug and play Encore Alpha Power Amplifier. In addition to that, we also installed our BH10 plug and play harness to add line out to converters, or if you want to add more amplifiers and subwoofers, it makes it very, very easy. And the result was pretty amazing. Made a huge difference. Even if you already have an upgraded speaker system, just by adding our plug and play Encore Power Amplifier, it will take your audio quality to the next level. So if you're on the fence, you have a factory speakers or even have upgraded speakers, it'll be worth it regardless. So give it a try, you will not regret it, and join the thousands of others who already installed in their vehicles. They've all been satisfied, and we've been getting nothing but great feedback on these. All right, so if you have any questions, leave a comment below, or you can email us at info@bsonicusa.com. And if you haven't yet, help us by liking and subscribing to our channel. Thank you very much, and I'll see you guys on the next video.